こんにちは, friends. I am Sekai X Arts and Animations, and today I am continuing my video series where I design my own Pokemon game, Pokemon Song, and Pokemon Dance. Today I'm going to be designing the first batch of gym leaders. I really want each of them not only to represent their own type, but also a certain genre of song or dance. So let's get started. First up, we actually have the character that inspired this whole series, and that is Saffron. When I originally thought of Pokemon Song and Dance, the first character I thought of was an electric-type gym leader whose theme was Pop Idol. She was kind of like a purple Hatsune Miku or Cure Star. I imagined Saffron as a super positive, bubbly girl who loves singing. Even still, she takes Pokemon very seriously and manages to be a shockingly strong opponent in the ring. Now I will say that I struggled with her design a lot. Not that I didn't know what I wanted her to look like, but with the fact that Pokemon has very simple designs. However, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I like really detailed art, so rendering Saffron down to a Pokemon style was really hard for me. I wanted her to have a really fun, flashy Pop Idol dress and outfit, and while I do think that she's still a little too detailed for Pokemon, I do really like her. I'm not really sure why, but I was certain that Saffron's color would be purple, despite the fact that electric Pokemon are characterized by yellow. Maybe I play too much Genshin Impact. I also gave her a little Pokemon friend. In my previous videos, I would write little Pokedex entries and give them little names, but I thought it might be more fun for you, the audience, to share your thoughts on what these Pokemon names should be. Okay, next up we have the Dark-type gym leader, Galadia, and the type of song that she represents is like musical theater music. Galadia was the second character I came up with after Saffron. I imagine her as a very dramatic prima donna, whose gym looks like, and maybe is, a grand theater. In her design, I made both the long and short parts of her skirt mimic the curtains of a stage. I also gave her a very big hat to add to the drama. In general, I think Galadia probably represents a traditional Pokemon gym leader more, due to her very simple design. I tried to make her embody the Pokemon style better, but to me, she just feels like she's missing something. Now, I don't know if this is still true, I don't play the Pokemon games, but according to the This Is Basically Pokemon video by Jello Apocalypse, Dark-type gyms aren't a thing? Is that still true? Either way, I love Dark-type Pokemon. It's just a really cool element to me, so of course it's getting its own gym. I also thought it might be a cool touch if she had a dark Ghost-type Pokemon with a motif based on the masks of comedy and tragedy, so that's what I went with. Moving on, we have the Water-type gym leader, Claude, who I wanted to represent orchestral music. Now, distinguishing him from musical theater I thought might be a bit difficult. Obviously, Mary Poppins and Beethoven sound different, but I already made Galadia look somewhat regal, which is also the direction I wanted to go with Claude, but I tried my very best. I imagine him being a bit stuffed up and very proud, kind of like one of those music kids who thinks that playing anything other than Mozart on the piano is a crime. He's probably pretty stoic, but also has like a cold sense of elegance to him. To try to distinguish him from Galadia, I tried to make him look more princely. I don't know, to me, Galadia's outfit hits more costume-like, while Claude just feels like he's a stuffed-up jerk. Who knows though, maybe I'm wrong. As for his Pokemon, I felt that he would train something unique, but very pretty. I decided for some reason on a seal with some sort of like mushroom hat. I just really liked it for some reason. Honestly, it turned out to be kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of different sea creatures, like a seal, a jellyfish, and a fish. Finally, we have Kaylani, my grass-type leader. She's actually the first gym leader I'll be drawing today that represents a kind of dance instead of a kind of song or music. Kaylani here is the representation of hip-hop dancing. As a character herself, I imagine Kaylani as very spunky and outgoing, and someone who's really excited about both dance and Pokemon. I imagine that she's someone who's very good with people, especially children, and thinks that it's really cool when a younger person is interested in what she's interested in. I imagine she's pretty laid back as a gym leader and someone who will take on anyone in a battle as long as she has the time and always encourages her opponents to get stronger after defeat. I gave her some baggy pants and a big jacket to suit the hip-hop style, but I also gave her some cutouts in her pants just to make it feel more like Pokemon-esque. Despite wearing quite an outfit here, she's probably the most normally dressed of all the characters in this video. For her Pokemon, I gave her a little frog with like a hoodie-shaped exoskeleton and a headphone-shaped ring around his head. I didn't imagine him being so strangely posed. He looks a little creepy, but I noticed that far too late into the process, so I guess he's just a bit weird now. So here are the first half of my gym leaders all together. Hopefully next week I'll have the other half done. College has been really crazy lately, but I'm trying to keep up making videos for you guys. Worst comes to worst, I may have to post even less often than I already do, but hopefully it won't come to that. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave your name ideas for my Pokemon in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.